Hello, welcome to Destiny Moments with Eunice. Today happens to be a very interesting edition. Today you will enjoy yourself. I haven't said with me today, Nollywood sweetheart, that's what I call her. In fact, I feel delighted anytime I see her on the screen. This guest of mine is a beautiful woman. She's talented, she's intelligent. I have on set with me today a pretty young lady who's been acting for 19 years. She's done a lot for herself and a lot for Nollywood. She's directed soaps, editions, she's written a lot. But today you're going to hear from her. Bimbo, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Well, so much I know I have talked about. So who is Bimbo AKINTOLA?
Well, I'm a pretty simple person. I'm a third of 6 children. I grew up here in Lagos, on the mainland, Okwebi. I went to Maryland Convent Private School, and then I went to Command Secondary School, and from there I went to the University of Ibadan, where I studied theatre arts, and after that I've been acting. So you can say I'm a simple person who's dedicated most of her life to acting.
Beautiful. No wonder. And you do it so well. It's so natural. It just flows. That's amazing. This is a mentorship program. We have the upcoming out there watching you. We also have people, your admirers, your fans, who do not just enjoy what you do, but some of them just say, I want to be like Bimbo. Some of them just say, it's impossible really to be like Bimbo, because if my father was the president of Nigeria like Bimbo's father, maybe I would be successful. If I was born with a silver spoon, maybe I would have been successful. Bimbo, have you ever really been in the rough? Are they correct? Or have you been in the rough any time at all?
Let me put it this way so that we can understand. Everything I've done in terms of my career has been by my struggle. Yes, my parents weren't poor. Growing up, I lived in Okwebi, obviously, 20, 30 years ago. The mainland was the place to live. People that lived on the island were, children of people in the civil service, which was 1004. But I went to the University of Ibadan, and my parents didn't know any actors or directors or producers. So all that was by myself. I went for auditions, and I worked hard. When it's important when you have a vision for yourself, when you believe this is what I want to do and this is where I want to be, then you work towards it. Nothing is perfect. Nothing can be handed down to anyone, but with a silver spoon. I believe no matter who you are, you have to struggle and fight for what you want. But the first step is in knowing and being certain that what you want is what is right for you.
Absolutely.
I've always been, so to speak, a dramatic person, but it wasn't until, when I was in secondary school that I actually started realizing that acting was a profession that I wanted to be part of for the rest of my life.
That person, make it go off transformer.
You don't do. You do. When I go back before when I chop, or when I go chop before when I... As soon as I was certain that that's what I wanted to do, I started to ask people. I had a children's theater in my house for 3 years, packed the children from my compound, the next compound, and the compound after that, and I had a little theater group.
Wow.
Yes, when I was 16, and every one of us would put up plays, Christmas, for their parents to watch, and their parents' friends. And from there, I started doing little things to show people what I wanted to do. And then when I decided to study theatre arts, I went for the diploma program at the University of Ibadan. And for you to get into the diploma program, you have to be able to act. Because apart from the theory, which is the first step, the main step is the practical exam, where you come and you perform in front of the lecturers. And I went. The first day I got there, I was scared. I thought to myself, because people had been there for like a week, 2 weeks, rehearsing and working with the other students in the school. And I thought, oh my God, I've lost my chance. You know, I didn't come. I didn't know that I could do that. I was naive like that. But I was there. Luckily, I didn't get auditioned until the next day. So I had people talk to me, people train me, and I went for the audition. And the rest, as they say, is history.
So I'm just so glad. Somebody out there hearing should know that BIMBO did not just fall from the moon. Are you saying you just got focused? You got interested in what you wanted to do?
Yes.
And you gave it your best?
I did.
Now you said at 16 you were doing all this. What was your parents' reaction to that?
Well, my father was like, oh my God, there's so much noise.
It's a nuisance in my house.
Yes, in my house. Well, my mom was just all for it. My mom is a lot artistic herself, even though she didn't do anything in the arts. So, I mean, growing up, I remember us as
No, but she did. Here you are.
Hey.
You see? BIMBO, you're so beautiful. Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm very single. People keep asking me why I'm single. People keep saying so many things about it. And I find it, for me, I find it funny. Look, marriage is about you picking one person and standing in front of God and saying, this is the person I pick. Absolutely. And this is the person I'll be with for the rest of my life. I don't do lies. If I can't say that in front of God, I won't say it.
Absolutely.
Period. That's the same thing I say to my mother. If I can't stand in front of God and say I want to be with this person for the rest of my life, I will not say it. You see, it's about your relationship with God and where you put God in your life. And for me, God is everything.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is...
but I haven't seen someone that I can say that to God about.
Man, those standards are high.
No,
Tell me about them.
They're not.
In the whole world, you haven't
being
seen...
truthful, yeah.
But you have traveled though, in Nigeria, out there, nobody.
Yes. Being truthful is very important to me. Having principles that you live by is very important to me. Having a relationship with God. Look, I'm not saying go to church every Sunday. Your relationship with God is always personal, it's a one-on-one. But there must be a relationship. It's not so easy, is it, for a lot of people? It isn't. Especially the truthful part. You find that people live lies instead of the truth.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I have no intention of learning it. Some people say you're a very strong person. I don't think I'm a very strong person. I think I just believe totally in the things that I do believe in. And they're my strengths, so why would I take that away from myself?
That's good. But well, if you ask me, I would say that there are good men out there who think like you too, who don't want no lies, who don't want...
When I meet one, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
It's not every woman that can be married.
Well, every woman can be married, but some women can choose not to be married.
That's not true, because I speak to a lot of women and I've realized that we put a lot of pressure on women in our society to get married.
Which is wrong. I don't do.
Which is why we have so many divorces now.
Yeah.
Because people pick the first thing that comes their way just so that they can tell everybody that, I've done it. Or I am now married.
Some people just want to marry for the fun of it. You don't have to.
And they're living in misery.
Yes, you really don't have to.
I believe marriage is a step you take when you have found the man that God created you for.
Absolutely. Because they took the rib from a man and made you. So whose rib
are you?
Is that? Yeah.
And if you're married to somebody else, have you not just cheated another woman of her joy?
And the rib will not even fit anyway.
Exactly, but you're there managing each other in misery.
Yeah, you're just there managing. You're not enjoying, you're just enduring. But again, sometimes don't we also have to loosen out to just give a chance to be sure?
You have to give a chance. That's why we all try relationships. You must give a chance. If you're a godly person, you have to understand one thing: God is love. If you do not have love in your life, then you're not following God, or you're not living a godly life. It's not just about loving a man, it's also about loving everybody around you. But that includes a relationship. So if you're not trying, you're not living.
Absolutely. Please don't go away. We need to take a short break now. We'll be right back.
I had 100% assurance from the minister.
That will not be enough.
Tell this man the truth so that you let us walk away.
Oh, Mike, you dare me.